largest private sector lender, ICICI Bank, will reduce its stake in ICICI Prudential Life Insurance to 54% over the next 3 years, and its partner, Prudential Corporation, will lower its stake to 20% to bring the public shareholding to 25% in accordance with the regulatory requirements. At the pre-IPO launch conference for the ICICI Bank's life insurance arm, its MD and CEO Chanda Kochhar told CNBC-TV18's Ritu Singh that the company will maintain market leadership among private players even without an acquisition. Here's an excerpt of that conversation.
So, again, as I said, this is not the time to talk about targets as such, but clearly it is this strategy that will help us to continue to grow market share. And additionally, we also see the protection market in India growing further. And I believe that that is one more segment which will give us growth opportunity.
Talking about the proceeds from the IPO at the upper end, if you're raising about 6,000 odd crores, which will be going into the parent, how will you use your position to strengthen ICICI Pru Life, the company?
Well, the whole process and the thought behind the IPO is really from the other side. That is our long-term articulation, which we have always said in the past, is that in the medium and long term, we would divest some part of our holding from our major subsidiaries. And the life insurance subsidiary is our largest subsidiary. As the Insurance Act amendment got passed, and after that, as the IPO guidelines, the listing guidelines for insurance companies were finalized by RDA in December 2015, we thought that, us being the largest company by, in its own right, deserves to be a publicly traded and listed company. And it was really in that context that we started the work for IPO, and we are making the IPO happen.
Your current shareholding will go down to about 55.5% post your divestment, and Prus will remain at about 26%. Could you share what the ultimate holding in the joint venture will be by when you look to take it down to 25%, and what the next round of divestment will be from which players?
No, as per the listing guidelines, finally the public float within 3 years has to reach 25%. With the current issue, we would be around 19.5%. So clearly the public float has to increase. Our long-term understanding, which we have arrived at currently with Pru, is that Pru's shareholding would be about 20% and our shareholding would be around 54%.